Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video I am going to tell you about console applications and what are different types of console applications and console application in .NET framework with C Sharp in Windows. I am going to discuss. Let us understand what are the different types of console applications which we have. Go to the VS Studio and VS. Only I'm searching for console. Here you can see the different types of console applications which we have. Console application for C Sharp and Windows, Mac, and console application for .NET Core, console application for .NET Framework, and console application for C Sharp and Visual Basic, and everything we have seen here. Let's understand what are the different types we have. In the previous video we have seen all these things and we have created .NET Core console application. So if you haven't watched those video, please go through those video that will help you a lot to understand this .NET framework things similar in both the scenarios, but a little difference between those two things. In the previous video we have covered this console application .NET Core with C Sharp, so we have discussed many more things in that video. So go through that video. If you go through that video, this video will be super easy for you. So in this video we are going to cover about console application in .NET framework with C Sharp in Windows. So let's understand difference between these things. Console applications may classified upon the platform or languages, and we can say OS. So this is the .NET framework with C Sharp and Windows console application. I'm selecting this particular thing and going to next. Here we have project name. Similarly, we have discussed it. Project name will be as you like. You can give any name with for the project name. No particular thing will be, but it will limit the number of letters we can give. That will limit you, so you can use only 12 letters for that. So in this case I'm using different solution name. Previously in that application we have used same name for the project and solution name, so now I am changing the solution name as my solution. Okay. uh, so that is not mandatory to be same or to be different, so you can use as you like. And next, .NET framework, I am selecting 4.7.2. You have many more .NET frameworks, but I am selecting this 4.7.2 because this is the latest one which is in the release. Current one we can say 4.18 is the latest. It is the latest, but it is not yet released. It's yet to release. So recently we have available is 4.7.2, which is the current I am selecting now. It's coming soon. Latest 4.8 is, you can call it as upcoming one. These are the versions about .NET framework versions. They also have many versions, which is 1.0, the starting version, which is from 20 2002, and we have 1.1 and 2.0, 3.3, 4.2, and 4.72 as current, and we have latest, that is 4.7.2 is the current, and latest is 4.8 we are coming. That will come soon. Okay, path I have selected as a C drive demo. Next, creating. Now I am creating the normal folder, which that will create a folder in that location, and that will give the some files related to .NET framework files will be comes in that folder. Let's understand the basic difference between this .NET Core and .NET Framework. In the .NET Core, we have seen in the previous video, which we have dependencies and program.cs file while we are creating console application for .NET Core. Similarly, in this .NET Framework, what we are going to have, we are going to see and compare these two things. Okay, this is .NET Core, which we have seen previously. These are the versions and these are the things we have noticed it there. And now what we can notice in this console application, which is of .NET Framework, here you can see we have a properties and references and app.config file, and we have a program.cs file. You can see these four things are present here. So let's make a note of that, these things what we have observed in this .NET framework. Then we can compare with that .NET Core, what we have seen there. Yes, let me copy this thing so that will reduce our work. Yeah, we will have dependencies. No, we don't have dependencies in our .NET framework. We have properties and references, right? No dependencies concept here, and no references too. Yeah, in this we have references and properties, and we have app config file, and we have program.cs file in this project. So you can see here references where we have refer system.net.http system.data system.core, and these all things we have included in references. So the clearly you can see here all these things which we use in our application, right? These are DLLs, we can say. As in the references we have DLLs. Okay, app.config is the file where we have information, which is an XML file. In the EMX file, in XML file, we have related information about versions and everything. Okay, dot XML file. Okay, next in the references, what we have DLLs and related files, everything we included in these references. Okay, packages also we can include in references when we download from NuGet package manager console, or from the PM we can install packages that will be included in references only. Okay, so these things we are clear. We have seen what the files we have got while creating console application of .NET framework. Okay, we have identified all these things. The same we have done, like for .NET Core, what we have done, how we have observed the same thing we have observed here. We have references and properties and app.config file and program.cs file in this project. After creating, we got all these things, and there are many more versions of .NET framework. Yeah, coming to this information, what we have, this supported runtime version which we have used is 4.7.2, as we selected that thing. So this is program.cs file. Previously we don't have this console.readline, we have included that hello world thing. In coming to project files, what they are got after creating these things, we are seeing the solution sln file, and we have this bin object and properties app config and .csv or a debug. In the bin, in the debug there is no files in this, like similarly what we have observed in .NET Core we are observing here also. So in this debug we have these things. Coming to properties, we have this property assembly info property. Okay, app config file, we know about that, we need to open again, and next program.cs file we know. So what we have to observe in this is how the bin debug will what the files will comes when we build this particular project. We are going to observe that thing. So I am building this project console app. So let's see. Yeah, one successful build we have given. So let's check the folders once again, what are the files we got. So now I am running this particular hello is the text we have written in the console.readline. The thing is present. Now I press any key to come back. So we have done this, and I'm adding some more text to get more clarity, like from hello from a .NET framework. Let me write that. Yeah, now I'm going to run this. Yeah, it's executed. Now you can see hello from .NET framework we have given here. So press any key. This is a program.cs file, and all the things related to .NET framework of console application we have created. Simple application we have created, not lengthy, and we can also build the entire solution also. Not only the project, but we can build entire solution. You can also build the project also. Okay, so these things are clear for you, I think. Next, what we are going to observe is getting the output. Okay, now let's see the difference between both the things, what we have observed in the previous video and what we have observed in this video. So in this video we have seen about .NET framework things, related to console application, everything versions and what are the differences. We have seen so many things. So let's have a brief comparison between this .NET Core and .NET Framework we have seen till now. So coming to the entire thing is same, but after creating what are the files they give is the only differences we have observed. Like in .NET Core, we have only dependencies and program.cs file. Where coming to .NET Framework, we have some more things, extra things we can say, that is references and properties and app.config. Here we call as dependencies, here we called as differences. The same thing, both can be included here, there and here. And the versions we have seen, what are the versions in .NET Core and what are the versions in .NET Framework we have seen. We have understand the what different types of console applications which we have based upon platform, languages and OS, how they are classified and what are the things we have, things we can create by using this